Start your degree after O-levels. Call IIT on 0766 760 760.
එන්න ටොයටා ලංකා මහගෙදරට ඕනෑම ටොයටා වාහනයක් ටොයටා ලයිෆ් සත්කාරයෙන් රැකහදා ගන්න.
The new education reforms proposed to be implemented from 2026 have sparked impassioned public discourse, with certain stakeholder organizations, including unions of principals and teachers, opposing the proposed reforms. They claim that the new reforms aim to delist history and aesthetics as compulsory subjects for students of grades 10 and 11. The All Ceylon United Teachers Union claims that declassifying history as a compulsory subject will hinder the development of patriotic feelings within students. Meanwhile, the Teachers Union claims that delisting aesthetics of compulsory status will hinder students' ability to appreciate art and literature, impeding on the development of their cultural identity. The Association of Educational Professionals, meanwhile, revealed that the removal of history and aesthetics of compulsory status is only a precursor to more controversial reforms, which could be as serious as removing religion off the school syllabus completely.
These matters must be discussed before implemented. Arbitrary decisions should not be taken on matters such as these. Who are they holding discussions with? They discuss these matters exclusively with government MPs and officials of the Education Ministry. Then they conduct meetings to inform other individuals of these reforms. We thought the NPP government had an agenda. But what they are doing at the moment is reintroducing reforms initially proposed during Gotabaya Rajapaksa's tenure.
Meanwhile, yesterday, Registrar of the Askiria chapter, Dr. Madagama Dhammananda Thera, asserted that history must remain a compulsory subject for all students. The senior cleric's statements followed concerns raised in this regard by MP Dayasiri Jayasekara, who called on Dr. Madagama Dhammananda Thera to pay his respects. Meanwhile, a group of history teachers met the chief prelate of the Askiria chapter, Most Venerable Warkagoda Sri Gnana Ratanathero. While seeking blessings, the teachers discussed with the top cleric the government's attempts at naming history as an elective subject. Speaking at the meeting, Deputy Registrar of the Askiria chapter, Venerable Narampanave Anandathero, reminisced a recent meeting with President Dissanayake and revealed that the President was in fact keen on letting history remain a compulsory subject. The Thero further noted that a certain obscure force seems to be against that decision. However, the former Director General of the National Institute of Education and a former Secretary to the Ministry of Higher Education, Dr. Sunil Jayanta Navaratna, states that the new reforms by the government should not be disrupted. He further urges all parties to support the reforms, hailing it as a national requirement. He further asserts that given the increasing demands of a rapidly evolving world, children must be provided with an education that integrates both humanistic understanding and technical knowledge. The government's attempt at classifying history and aesthetics as electives continued to claim the spotlight of the political discourse today.
Children around the world are taught history of their respective countries. The ruling party's history might not be the best, but our country has a proud history. So clearly the children of the country should be taught history. History is already a compulsory subject for students facing the ordinary level examination. But the government wishes to remove it from the syllabus. They want to forget the history of their party in 1971, 1988 and 1989. They wish to forget Karl Marx, Lenin and Vijay Veera. They have already forgotten about Vijay Veera. They have replaced Karl Marx, Lenin and Vijay Veera with Trump, Modi and Ranil Wickremesinghe. Every citizen must know the country's basic history. Certain groups and forces wish to wipe that knowledge out. We should not let that happen. They claim that we intend to do away with history and aesthetics. However, they were in fact responsible for the country's dark history. The NPP as a political movement has a deep bond with literature, art and craft. That is apparent through our victory anthems, poster art and theatrical performances. It is impossible to build a future disregarding the past. Therefore, history must be studied. That much is obvious to all. We are merely following our election manifesto.
අපේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති ප්‍රකාශනයට අනුව තමයි අපි කරන්නේ.